Don Smith, Book Kahuna, coming at you with today's publishing tip for the day. And just wanted to talk a little bit about one of my mentors, a guy named Dave Sharp. Now, when I first got into the Empower Network, there were two guys who were the founding fathers, so to speak, of the Empower Network blogging system. And one of them was Dave Wood, who's still involved, and the other one was a guy named Dave Sharp. And Dave Sharp left the company about a year and a half, 2 years ago due to some medical issues. But when Dave Sharp would do a video, at the end of the video, he would always say, "I'll see you on the beaches of the world." And I started to think about that, and more, I decided that the beaches of the world that I would want to see are a lot different from the beaches of the world that most of you would want to go to. I mean, I'm connected to people, one person in Hawaii who always does videos on the beaches in Hawaii, and I love Hawaii. I've been to Kauai. I would love to go back again. It's gorgeous. It's a phenomenal place to visit. But thinking on this realistically, what I came up with was that with my background in military history and military science, and the fact that I've got in my other room, and I'll have to show this to you sometime, I've got a library of military history books that's like a monstrous library. So what I would do is probably go to some beaches like that had significance in a historical sense. Number one on my list of beaches that I would want to get to would be the Normandy beaches. And that would be Omaha, Utah, Gold, Juneau, and Sword. And I'd also like to walk and get to Point du Hoc, which is the place where the American Rangers shot the grappling hooks like 200 feet up on the cliffs, and were climbing up the cliffs while the Germans were shooting machine guns and dropping grenades down on them so they could get to the big guns that were supposed to be there. That then again were not there. So that would be one of the sets of beaches that I would like to get to, the Normandy coast, to go back and be where things took place on June 6, 1944. Now, staying in Europe for now, the other beaches are in Italy. I'd like to get to Salerno, which is where we jumped over from Sicily in 1943 to invade the European mainland for the first time. We jumped over to Italy and started up the boot. And the battle at Salerno was very touch and go. We were almost thrown into the sea. We're lucky that the Germans didn't have more reinforcements to use to throw us out. But I'd like to get to Salerno. Then I'd like to get to Anzio up the coast, which was supposed to be an end run around the German line and be an easier way to get to Rome, which is about 60 miles to the east. And those are the beaches in Europe. There are other places I want to get to, like the Eagle's Nest in Germany, and just take a whole trip through the Battle of the Bulge area and everything in Belgium and Luxembourg. But then there are beaches out in the Pacific that I'd like to get to, like Tarawa. And these are places that I don't even think that they have any kind of tourist. Is it a tourist destination? I don't even know. Tarawa would be one. Iwo Jima, of course. I'd like to see that volcanic sand that it's black, basically. See what it's like and step on it, where you basically sink in as you're trying to scurry up the beach. Get to the top of Mount Suribachi, where the flag raising took place. I'd like to go to Okinawa and walk along, and see the fortifications and see the tunnel system and the caves that we had a blast, and just Shuri Castle, and just see the whole place. That would be like one of the things that would really be on my list for when I get to the point in the Empower Network where I'm there. And I'm going to be there, because I'm going to be up on that stage one of these days, and I'm going to definitely be giving my story to all of you. My beaches of the world. They're different from yours, but your beaches are on my list. They're just below some other beaches that come up first. Mostly places where historical confrontations took place, and that's what I think I would like to do. Anyway, till next time, Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna, today's publishing tip of the day. Find the beaches of the world that you want to go to. Till next time, bye-bye.